people of Umuaka, a quiet Igbo village surrounded by deep forests and red earth pathways, lived by the rhythm of their traditions. Every dawn, the cockcrow mixed with the sound of women sweeping compounds, and every night, the Akoro drum guarded the peace. But one season, peace abandoned Umuaka. Young girls, always daughters between ages 14 and 18, began to disappear. No trace, no cry for help, no sign of struggle, just missing. The elders called it the curse of the ancestors. But the villagers whispered another name. The Shadow Man, Adaeze, 17, lived with her older brother, Obinna. Their mother traded palm oil, and their compound was filled with clay pots, woven baskets, and hanging red beads. Every night, Adaeze noticed strange footprints near their hut, long, deep, and shaped like someone wearing a masked dancer's sandals. One night, she saw it, a dark silhouette standing near the sacred forest, its eyes glowing faintly like embers. She told Obinna. He didn't believe, until he saw the footprints himself. The next day, they visited Elder Madu, the oldest man in Umuaka, wrapped in a white wrapper, red cap on his head, and a staff carved with ancient symbols. Elder Madu's face tightened when Adaeze mentioned the Shadow Man. "My children," he whispered, "there are spirits you should not provoke. Some secrets of this land were buried for a reason." But Adaeze felt he was hiding something. Obinna too. During the New Yam festival preparations, a third girl vanished. The village panicked. Mothers kept their daughters inside. Fathers sharpened their machetes. Adaeze made a decision. She would find the truth. She began following clues. Torn pieces of wrapper, strange markings on trees, and silent trails that led toward the sacred forest, where no one dared to enter after sunset. One evening, driven by courage and fear, Adaeze entered the forest. The moonlight filtered through tall irako trees. Masquerade masks hung from branches. The air felt heavy, as if the ancestors were watching. Then she heard it, a slow, rhythmic chant. She followed the sound until she saw the Shadow Man, covered in black cloth, wearing a long wooden mask, and holding a staff decorated with cowries and feathers. Behind him were cages, small ones, each with a cloth tied to it, cloths that belonged to the missing girls. Adaeze gasped. The Shadow Man turned. Obinna, sensing something was wrong when Adaeze did not return, ran to Elder Madu. The old man sighed as if expecting this moment. "The past has returned," he whispered. "Follow me." He led Obinna into a hidden chamber beneath his hut. Inside were old scrolls, charms, and a wooden mask identical to the Shadow Man's. Obinna froze. "Elder, what is this?" Elder Madu closed his eyes in shame. Many years ago, the ancestors demanded a protector for the village, a spirit guardian. But the guardian became corrupted by human greed. Someone reawakened him. Obinna realized the truth. The Shadow Man wasn't a spirit. He was a person, a human being performing crimes under the cover of tradition. And Adaeze was now in danger. Obinna reached the forest as the moon stood high. He found Adaeze tied beside the cages. The Shadow Man approached her, chanting. Obinna stepped forward. "Leave my sister alone." The masked figure turned, revealing himself. It wasn't a spirit. It was a younger man from the village, one who had disappeared years ago. He believed sacrificing chosen daughters would grant him power from the ancestors. But he was wrong. A struggle followed, no graphic violence. Just a tense fight among fallen leaves, broken twigs, and dust. Adaeze freed herself and struck the mask with a stone. Cracked, and the man fell. Elder Madu arrived with villagers, shocked and ashamed that someone twisted their sacred traditions for evil. The missing girls were rescued, weak but alive. The next morning, the Akoro drum sounded again, not for warning but for relief. Adaeze and Obinna became heroes. The village learned a painful lesson. Sometimes the true danger is not the spirits we fear, but the humans who hide behind them. The elders destroyed the false rituals. The forest was cleansed with prayers and incense, and the curse of the missing daughters was finally broken. But sometimes, at night, Adaeze still hears footsteps near the forest. She prays they are only memories, and not the return of another shadow man.